Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm back. We got another interesting video here today. We got a 14-year-old murder suspect who apparently killed a woman. So we're gonna go ahead and get right on into this long crime video here. Let's check this out.
A Colorado boy only 14 years old when he shoots and kills a mother after a minor fender bender.
Ma'am, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, okay? I'm Officer Leffer with the Denver Police Department, okay?
Just hours after shooting her in cold blood, he cries to his own mother at the police station.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Stop. Today's case takes us to Denver, Colorado, where on February 20th, 2021, 32-year-old Pamela Cabriales was on her way home from dinner with a friend. According to local TV station KUSA, Pamela's family says she was extremely giving, passionate, and loving. They describe her as a social butterfly who was always there if you needed her. Pamela worked as a real estate agent, and she was also a mother to her 6-year-old son, Leo.
This part does.
Yeah.
It's always sad when, somebody has little kids, stuff like that. Like the stuff that the little kid has to go through for the rest of his or her life, to live their life without their mother or father or somebody, a guardian, somebody that they love and adore and cherish deeply to their heart. Like that has got to be an excruciating pain that I really don't wish on any kids. Honestly, that's really sad.
Hope you enjoy it.
In pictures and in videos, Pamela seems happy and full of life. But all of that changed 4 years ago this month. Pamela was behind the wheel of her Range Rover, driving along Interstate 25 that goes right through Denver. When she stopped at a red light at an intersection of I-25 and Colfax, shots rang out. We now know the person shooting was then 14-year-old Remy Cordova. Cordova was in the passenger seat of another car that was driven by this guy named Nishan Johnson. Cordova had thought that the car had been tapped by Pamela's in a small fender bender. And according to court docs, he said, quote, "Can I bust on them?" Johnson then replied, "Do what you gotta do. That's on."
Boy, man, where are the fathers at? That's what I don't know. The mom crying, but where's the dads at, man? Like, these boys be so lost out here without no fathers, man. It's really disturbing, man. It's very sad. This little dude and his knucklehead homeboy, this guy right here, he the driver. So they get in the little tiny little fender bender, and the young boy, 14 years old, asked this guy, "Can I bust on them?" And he said, "Do what you gotta do." No, don't shoot. No, get out of my car with that. You tripping, homie. Little ass dude, no, man. Don't shoot at these people. You don't know who in that car, man. You don't know what that could have been. Somebody just bringing their child home, man, after dinner or something. You don't know who in that car, bro. You want to shoot at somebody because you got in a small fender bender? You tripping.
By this guy named Nishan Johnson. Cordova had thought that the car had been tapped by Pamela's in a small.
Tapped? You thought the car been tapped, and you want to bust on them just because the car got tapped? Some material shit. So you want to take somebody's life?
Small fender bender. And according to court docs, he said, quote, "Can I bust on them?" Johnson then replied, "Do what you gotta do. That's on you." According to KUSA, Cordova got out of the car with an AR-15 and fired 15 to 20 shots into Pamela's Range Rover. Witnesses on the scene say at first they didn't even know what was happening.
Then I heard pop, 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 pop. And at first it didn't register what was happening until
You literally executed this woman in cold blood in traffic because she got into a tap fender bender with you, bro. You don't deserve any mercy. I mean, that was like, yeah, you're 14, but the price of a life, bro, it's just sick, bro. It's just disgusting.
the cars in the 2 lanes next to me started going. And then I realized, I said, oh shit, something's happening, and I ducked down and several more happened. And I pulled next to the car Barely got a glance. It looked as though the window was either rolled down or shot out, but I believe that the window was out. I didn't look at the windshield or see inside the vehicle. And then the car that was in front of them sped off. I went behind them, but pretty far back because they went pretty quickly, and got off on Federal. So they went straight, and I.
And the fact they
got off on
think that they
Federal,
was just
and I
going to get
actually
away
I
with
didn't
this.
obviously see what occurred because the car was obstructing my view. So I didn't know at the time if the shots came from the car in front or inside the vehicle. But that's what I saw.
Okay.
That's Jaden Aarons, who was driving
That is
home
just
from an
sad.
appointment at the time of the shooting.
You said you heard multiple pops. You went pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop. How many of those do you think you heard the first time?
I'm
In your
gonna
estimation.
call it 5 to 7, perhaps.
Okay, and then you said you ducked down and heard several more pops. How many more do you think you heard?
Perhaps 3.
Okay.
And the break in between the two was a second or two
Okay,
that it paused.
sure.
It wasn't very long.
And you never saw anybody get in or out of any vehicles?
No.
Okay.
I, in my mind, thought it was fireworks or something.
Sure.
And just wasn't paying attention.
When you go around the car you're in front of, why do you go around the car?
Because the other 2 cars did it, and I felt like I was in danger, and I heard the shots coming, and I was ducking down, and I thought maybe they were going to hit me.
Okay.
I was scared to go that way, because again, I didn't know if they were coming from that vehicle, but I couldn't go any other way, so.
This may seem like a really dumb question. If you can articulate it more, why did you feel you were in danger? Tell me more about that.
Because she heard an AR-15 blasting in front of her. Absolutely. I mean, man. That's why I keep one on me, you dig? That's why I keep mine on me, because you just never know. People is crazy out here, man. And kids is out here running wild with no father figures, just out here thugging it and want to hurt somebody just because they got a strap and want to let loose and see how it feels to shoot it. But why you got to bust on somebody, though? Why you got to take somebody's life? Why do you want to do that? You know, like, murder is not cool. It's not cool to murder somebody. Like, that doesn't make you hard. Like, it's one thing if you know, retaliate on somebody, you're defending yourself, but just cold blood. This is cold-blooded murder. Like, this is completely uncalled for. Like, this woman did absolutely nothing. A normal traffic jam, I mean, a little traffic accidents happen every day, G. Like, that ain't no reason to hit somebody up like that, though. Over just a small accident at a light, probably a little tap, might have got a little crack in your bumper or something. Big deal. And you want to take somebody's life for that, though. Man, the influence, whatever they influenced by, is just bad.
Because I recognized the sound of gunshots, and I thought perhaps one was going to hit me.
Were you scared?
Not really until after, because it didn't really register. It was definitely, like, weird. So, I was like, my awareness was heightened, but it still didn't register.
Tell me more about why you duck.
Because I thought I was going to get shot.
There were more witnesses too, like Alex Martinez, who was driving home from a soccer game.
When he got out, he had his hoodie on, and he turned to face towards north, and all I see is the side of his forehead, so literally right here.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed that he lifted up his arm, and his arm was being covered by the top of the car. And I'm in a Ford Edge, so I say it's a pretty big car. He was about like 5'6", 5'7", and that's when I noticed that he had a gun. So my first instinct when I heard it was to get down, just in case if they started shooting towards me. I did not physically see the weapon.
Okay.
I seen the light from when you shoot the gun, and you have the light and the sound.
Okay.
So that's what I heard. I heard the toof, toof, toof.
So the light, like the muzzle flash, we call it. It's like the fire, like when you
When you fire
fireworks,
yeah.
or you fire a gun and
Yeah.
it comes out. Those gases escape. And what color was that you saw?
When I looked over, the first time I heard it, I got goosebumps. So I looked over and I just remember seeing white. So.
Okay, but you saw the muzzle flash.
Yeah.
Is what we call it.
Yeah, the muzzle flash.
Coming out. How many times do you think you saw flashes?
About 6 times.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Did you hear the person that got out from the right front passenger seat of that car? Did you hear him say anything?
No.
Did you hear them yell anything?
No, not really. I didn't hear anything at all because my music I had my music loud because I'm a big fan of music, and I had my music going, and then that's when I heard the first gunshot go off, and I look over, and then I just see the light, like the white, whatever you guys call it, and then that's when I got goosebumps on my arm because I just knew that. But when I was driving away, I noticed one in the rear poke his head out, like look back.
Tell me more about that.
So I was going, because my first instinct was to get away because I was scared.
Okay.
So I was going, and then I was trying to get away quickly as possible. And I look in the rear mirror, and I see the Range Rover in there. And I look in, and I see the Honda coming. And I just see a head go like this. But it had a hoodie on, so.
Okay, and was that from the front area of the car or the rear area of the car? So from the passenger side or driver's side?
Driver's side. It was a black hoodie.
Okay. So it came from the driver?
Yeah, the driver's side.
So put an arrow in red the direction he shoots at. And this sounds silly, but what led you to believe he was shooting in the direction of that car?
Well, cause when he started shooting, I noticed that the light from when he shot it was going backwards.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So that I ducked down, and that's when I lifted up my head just to take a peek, and that's when I seen his arm on the side of the car facing backwards.
Okay.
After the shooting, Cordova and Johnson sped off in their car as first responders rushed to the scene.
Ma'am, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, okay? I'm Officer Leffer with the Denver Police Department, okay?
Here's the scene from another perspective.
That is sad. And then the kids, this is online, so it's like, you know, the kids could potentially see all this shit. Well, she got a baby seat in the back. The baby young, man. Shit is just sad, bro.
She's the only victim.
Like, thank God she didn't have a baby in the car, man. She could have had the baby in the backseat, coming home from a dinner with a new man or a man or something. Who knows? With the grandparents, the baby could have been in the backseat, and you just mad, so you just blast on her like that. I mean, that's crazy, bro.
No.
Call electric. Hang on, I got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find an ID. Is there more than anybody else? No, it's just one person. Could you hold that open while I look through it, please? Thanks. Okay, grab the scoop real quick. Check in this pocket. 160. We got 7 gunshots to the front and 3 heads to the back. Nothing. You coming head first? Where do you go head first?
You have to head out towards the cap.
Head toward me.
Here.
This next part is really tough. You can see the rear window of Pamela's Range Rover has been completely shot out.
I counted 8 shots. 8? Yeah, there's one right above the left windshield wiper. So that's 2 out of, like right there.
The license plate, that's probably hers.
That's the same one as on the back.
Okay, that's probably hers.
Another angle shows Pamela being loaded into an ambulance. Now, we won't show that part because it is graphic, but here are the moments leading up to it.
Nothing. Hey Jared, did you need the northbound or southbound off-ramp closed? You coming head first? Let's do southbound for now. Hopefully everybody going north will figure it out. Copy, 1 of them.
We'll get a couple of these, a couple fires.
You guys need an extra set of hands for anything?
Yes.
Just say when. Out of the DHMC1, we're going to have one coming down and 163 Baker's going to follow. Yep, are you ready?
Do you know how this happened?
No, other than somebody called in, said gunshots fired between 2 cars. I wasn't able to get a description of the other vehicle.
Okay, here she comes.
Even though Pamela was rushed to the hospital, she died several days later. Meanwhile,
She's probably in a coma type of state, a vegetable type of state. Like, it's so sad, it got me stuttering, man. Like, life is real, man, and it comes at you fast, and you just don't know. Like, you got to be thankful for the days that you have here and for the people that are here, why they are still here. Like, I've lost friends, family members and stuff, you know, to gun violence. And it just sucks. You know, it really hurts when it's not natural causes. It's going to hurt regardless. But when somebody gets taken out like that for senseless reasons, sometimes, like I got one of my best friends passed away, got killed, unsolved. You know, no witnesses, no cameras, no nothing. Nobody know nothing. That type of stuff is very hard. It's hard for people that are left behind with no answers, no nothing. You know, I've had several family members killed by gun violence, and a couple of them have been unsolved. I had a little cousin that got murdered, and no witnesses, no nothing, just unsolved case, and it's very sad. I'm glad that they found these people who did this for the family, because this is not cool. This is not cool, man.
investigators were still working to track down the suspects involved in her shooting. The next day, a Denver police officer spotted a car wanted from a separate incident. There had been this gang shooting at a McDonald's where multiple shots were fired. And at the time, the cop didn't realize this car was also involved in Pamela's shooting. But they did know the people inside needed to be questioned. This led to a small chase, and it's something Nishan Johnson talked about during his police interview.
We're driving, and we get to the light. Police was on the side. They get to the side, the back of us. They get behind us. I take a right, they drive. Take a left, they keep following. And then I try to take another right, but the ice was too slippery. So I hit the curb, and that's when they turned the lights on.
Tell me more about the conversation in the car. Who notices the police either on the side of you or behind you?
I mean, we all did, to be honest, because when you're looking at when you at the stop sign, you're gonna look out your window.
Okay.
And then when I looked out the window, I seen the police pull up.
What is the conversation in the car?
Really wasn't no conversation in the car, but they could go.
I'm sorry?
I said it wasn't no conversation in no car, but go.
But go?
Yes.
Why was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Earlier you told me because you didn't have a license.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't have no license, but that's what they was telling me. You said what was the conversation?
Okay.
You said what conversation did we have while the police was behind us?
And who was telling you to go?
Little bro. He was like, bro, just go. You feel me? I mean, don't have no license. Okay. You feel me? Not finna pull off.
Did little bro say he was hot?
Nah.
Did he say
nigga go? Go.
Okay.
You know how nowadays this young generation is gonna run from the police or do anything from the police now, you feel me?
So you listened to him. So you listened to him and you went.
That's how it was, you feel me? Because after they turned on their lights, everybody started panicking.
Tell me how they panicked. How did you know they panicked, Nishan?
Cause you know when police get behind you sometimes and you know you ain't doing nothing, like me, when I know I ain't do nothing wrong, I wasn't really panicking. But what made me really panic was because they was all going like, bro, come on, go, 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 go. And I don't have a license. I was like, bro, that ain't true, cause I ain't stopping. Fuck it, come on. And I hit the car and everything, you feel me? So it was like everything would happen so quick. And when he was like, go, bro, go, I was like, all right, fuck it. I don't have no license, none of that, come on.
Police eventually tracked Johnson down to a shed where he was hiding, and that's where they found some incriminating evidence.
Damn.
You know why I'm asking all these questions? Because the we were found in, those shell casings match at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? And you said nobody's in the shed with you. Okay, you're in there by yourself. But the same caliber shell casing that's in the shed.
He finna sing, boy. He about to tell it all. He about to spill the beans, boy. This is why you don't do none of this dumb, uncalculated, stupid stuff, man. Then you keeping the murder weapon. Y'all fools is stupid.
Where you're at is the same caliber at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me if nobody handed you anything?
No, nobody handed me nothing.
Okay, so how did that end up in the shed with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't gonna cut it.
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm asking you, this is your chance to be honest, okay? And I'm not saying you're not, so please don't be offended by that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I don't know is not gonna cut it. As I told you before when we first started, it's a homicide investigation. I told you you're not free to leave, okay? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know, okay? And not just for myself, but for yourself. You got a kid, right?
Two.
You want to see those kids grow up?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to hold them and not be behind glass when you see them? Or do you want them to come and visit you during yard time? Again, I'm not threatening you, I'm not upset with you, but I'm telling you, this is the road we're going down. You're digging yourself a hole here, so if you have something, you know something, Nishan, now's the time to tell me. Okay, you tell me you were by yourself when you ran. Nobody else was in that shed. I asked you several times that question. You're adamant nobody was. Okay? So it's one of two things. Either you were there at that murder scene, or somebody gave you something to hold on to. So now's your chance to help yourself. Don't dig yourself a hole. You got one foot in this hole right now, Nishan. Okay?
Yep, he about to tell. He about to tell. This is ridiculous, man. I really hope some young folks is watching this that may be in the streets, bruh. Go to the military if you want to shoot some guns, man. Like, join the forces, join the reserves, join the FBI, join SWAT, join the military, join the Marine Corps. Like, bro. But to join a gang and to be involved in this street stuff, you gonna end up in a casket or orange jumpsuits, bro. I promise you. It ain't too many successful gangsters. Most gangsters go to prison. Most people who want to tote guns and shoot at people for no reason go to prison, man. It's not a good success rate.
Investigators spoke with Johnson for more than 5 hours on multiple occasions, and honestly, they didn't get very much, but they got even less info from Remy Cordova.
I'm going to advise you of your rights, and then I'm going to leave the room, and you two need to talk about whether or not you want to talk about this investigation or not. Okay?
The boy got on flip-flops. No, he ain't got
Okay,
got
ma'am?
no daddy. Boy, you got flip-flops on in the investigation room in the middle of winter.
The woman
I
next
guess
to
in
Cordova
February.
in this video is his mom, because remember,
2/21,
he's only
21.
14
Ain't that
years
something?
old at the time. As a detective walks back in, you can hear Cordova apologize to his mother.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's still February 21st, 2021. According to that clock, it's now 10:05 p.m. And I've given you and your mom opportunity to talk about this investigation.
It's sad, bro. Now the mother loses her child.
Let me
as
ask
well.
you, did you understand the rights as they have been explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Do you have any conflict with your mom that would prevent her from providing you with guidance and advice about your rights? No? With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us about this investigation?
No, sir.
No?
No.
But even though Cordova didn't talk, investigators already knew a bit about him because he had a juvenile criminal record and was on police's radar as a gang member. Prosecutors later said that Cordova's motivation in Pamela's murder was to rise.
I promise you, bro. A lot of kids that didn't have like respectable fathers, you know, that took care of them and raised them end up in gangs. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, it's just kind of what it is. Not everybody. It's a lot of dudes who had daddies that was there for them, respected them, but still went to the streets and the gangs. But a lot of the times, these little boys that don't got no father to raise them and bring them up properly, you know, end up joining gangs and just getting into the wrong things. And sometimes it's a circumstantial thing. Sometimes kids just get curious. Sometimes it happens later in age. You know, I ain't no saint. I ain't perfect. You know, I've hung with the gang. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just not a wise decision. You know, it's smart to get up out of it. So I can speak from experience. You know, just take care of your kids so they don't go down that path, man, and get your kids in the right path in school and stuff. And man, if you're a man, take care of your child, bro. Because if not, the street's gonna take care of them. And then this type of stuff happens. Somebody gets murdered and a mother loses her child. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just lost a parent. And now they about to lose their child to the system. He's already got a juvenile record. Like, you gotta take care of your boys, man.
Up the ranks in this gang world. Cordova's case eventually moved from juvenile court to district court because of the severity of the crime. He
Street cred ain't gonna get you nothing. It don't get you shit.
was charged as an adult with first-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder. That second charge was added because another driver had been in the line of fire when Cordova had fired the shots. Now, that person was not injured, so the charge became attempted murder. In November of last year, Cordova was found guilty. He's since been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 40 years. Nashawn Johnson has also been convicted for his involvement in the case. In June 2023, he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. As for Pamela, her family says her memory lives on through her son Leo. A GoFundMe page set up for Leo's college fund has already raised nearly $70,000. Reporting for Long Crime, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Super sad, man. That woman didn't deserve to go out like that, bro. You got what you deserve, and your dumbass homeboy got what he deserved for telling you, oh, it's on you, bro. Do what you got to do. Y'all some dummies, bro. Some dummies, bro. Like, it just pisses me off because, man, we losing out here as black men. You know, young black men going to prison left and right. All this gang stuff and gang. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool, man. Stay out the streets, man. Do something with your life. Become somebody. We want to see y'all old and gray. Y'all deserve to be old and gray and have grandchildren. You ain't gonna have that in prison, though. I promise you. But hey, man, I love y'all. Thanks for stopping there with me, man. It's another great episode. You know, I think that was a good learning moment for the young dudes and anybody that's involved in the street gang life and road rage and all that type of stuff, man. Just be careful and be prepared, man. You know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Well, God bless you.